Hi, welcome back to the Crypto Dave YouTube channel. Now today I'm going to give a quick update video as to the profitability of mining with an Antminer R4. So the reason I'm doing this is that I did a overview or sort of review of the Antminer R4 about 5 or 6 months ago. And I think it's probably, good to kind of revisit the topic, with the increases in price and difficulty on the various kind of networks recently. A few people have been asking me about mining, and a couple of people have specifically been asking me about the S7 and S9 and also the R4. So I thought, maybe it's a good time just to give you a little bit of an update about the kind of returns you can be seeing on a monthly basis with an Antminer R4 or other kind of miner similar. So I have been mining, or I'm back to mining Digibyte now. I had a period, sort of the last half of last month and the beginning of this month, where I went back to Bitcoin. So I was mining a bit of Bitcoin directly, and then I was on the NiceHash platform. I was mining with NiceHash before they were hacked and their systems went down. So I lost probably a week's worth of mining at the beginning of the month with that. But I'm back over to Digibyte now, and I spent a few months mining it before this last kind of couple of weeks where I've kind of moved back to it. So it's something I've got a fair amount of experience with. And the interesting thing about Digibyte is that it uses 5 different mining algorithms. Now, if we jump over to the blocks factory, so this is the mining pool that I'm using. You can see here on the left hand side there's 5 different pools for the different algorithms that they're using. So they use Gruzel, Qubit, Script, SHA-256 or SHA-256, and Skeen or Skyn is that the one at the bottom there. So they use 5 different algorithms, and I think it round robins between that the different blocks. I'm not exactly sure how it uses it, but each of the different algorithms is used, and in that way they're trying to remain kind of decentralized, so that it doesn't really matter what kind of mining hardware you have, you can get involved. And there seems to be quite a big push for sort of real decentralized coins recently. I think the big surges in Burstcoin and Dogecoin and Bitcoin Gold even, show that maybe there is an appetite for these kind of coins. And I think Digibyte is something that often floats under the radar, but is something that's quite interesting, and it ticks that kind of decentralized box by having the different algorithms. But anyway, here's the Antminer. This is the control panel. You'll see that I'm mining at basically 8 terahashes, so it's 8,000 gigahashes a second. I believe my R4 is one of the earlier ones. I believe the later models hash about 8.5 terahashes a second, but mine hashes at 8,000 gigahashes or 8 terahashes a second, and it runs basically exactly the same day in, day out. There's no real fluctuations or anything like that in hash rate. Anyway, so if we jump over to what to mine, a lot of people use this as a tool basically to work out what's most profitable to mine. Now, I don't tend to jump about between mining different kind of coins as much as some people. And what you will see here on the blocks factory, so we can see here it's predicting about 1,000 coins a day, just over 1,000 Digibyte a day. Let's just refresh that and see if it is the same. But if we go into the left hand menu here, so it's now saying 800 Digibyte a day. But if we look down here, you can see that I have mined 1,235 Digibyte in the last 24 hours. What you tend to see is that these figures here fluctuate up and down. People tend to jump in and out, and you'll get like really big kind of miners jumping into Digibyte for a few hours, 8 hours, and then jump back into something else. Then someone else will jump in. So the rates that you can be getting a day can fluctuate wildly. This is probably the lowest I've seen in a few days. Earlier today it was predicting about 1,500, but I think overall over the last sort of few days I've probably been averaging about 1,250 Digibyte a day, probably over the last week or so. Anyway, so this is the hash rate. So we can see here we've got 8 terahashes a second, or 8,000 gigahashes a second. If we go to the what you mine, I've already added the figures in here. So it's 8,000 gigahashes. It uses the R4 about 850 watts. I'm here in the UK. It probably costs about 20 cents a kilowatt hour. I think it's fractionally less than that, but let's err on the side of caution and say 20 cents per kilowatt hour. I think I've already pressed the calculate button, but let's do that again. And then it will give you basically the most profitable coins to mine. And we can look here at Digibyte. It's saying it's probably about 84% as profitable to mine Digibyte as Bitcoin Direct. What I tend to find over the last sort of few months of that is that it tends to underestimate, I think, the earnings from Digibyte, and it tends to overestimate, in my experience, the earnings from Bitcoin Direct. When I've mined Bitcoin Direct, I've never got near the figures kind of quoted here, whereas I'm always pretty much there or thereabouts with the figures on Digibyte. So anyway, let's have a look and see how, in the real world, our examples stack up. So they are predicting about $19, just over $19 a day, but let's see what the actual reality is. So we jump back to the pool, put my calculator in here, we can see with mine 1235, but I think probably about 1250 is a good average over the last sort of week, and the price today is multiplied by 0.015221, which is, sorry, I've messed that up, I do apologise. So we're about 1250 multiplied by 0.0152211, which is, yeah, about $19 a day. That compares to the what to mine, which was saying $19.20, so basically exactly the same. So that's pretty accurate in terms of my experience of what we've got. So if we multiply that by 30, we see around $570 a month. Take away $120 for electricity costs, makes us a grand total of around $450 a month. So in my recent experience, I'd say probably $400 to $500 a month profit with these decent increases in prices we've seen over the last sort of few weeks. I think that's probably kind of feasible. And the other thing with mine is that we're looking here at the profitability based on today's price. Now that's about 1.5 cents. Now a month or so ago, you might have been mining a few more Digibyte in a day. I've been at the period where I've been mining 1,500, 2,000 Digibyte a day when it wasn't particularly popular to kind of mine it, and back then maybe the price was down at 0.7 or 0.8 of a cent. But obviously all those coins that we mined then when it wasn't as profitable, I've still got hold of those coins, so they're now very, very profitable. So that was based on about 1250. We've been mining up at the sort of 2,000 Digibyte a day. That 450 from some of those months in the past where we've been mining, probably months where we've actually made $700 now. So yeah, if you're looking to mine, sites like What to Mine are very, very good. They're a great way of looking at the rough trends, and we can see here there's a current 24 hours, 3-day and 7-day profitability chart. So if you look at something like Bitcoin Cash, you can go, well, it's better than Bitcoin on all those kind of days, and you can look at some of these others and you think, well, the E mark, I don't know anything about that. It's not something I necessarily want to mine, but again, that's been pretty similar to Bitcoin. And then if you roll down these kind of lists, you can see that some stuff is just absolute joke. Crown, I think they run a master node. I don't really know anything about them, but there's a lot of coins down here, Coin, Peercoin, that just aren't as profitable. But the Digibyte here, it says here you're looking at about 80% profitability. I've always found it to be pretty good. So pick a coin, not necessarily for what you're going to make today, but also where you think potentially things will go in the long term. And that's about it for today. So yeah, the R4, it's a great little miner. It's producing at the moment at current prices around $450 a month. So yeah, a really nice profitable little machine. So anyway, I hope that was useful for some of you who have been asking me about it, and hopefully I will see you on the next video. Have a great day. Thanks very much. Bye bye.